Hey guys, it's Miss Josette, and I'm just recording the Kids Club message for those of you who maybe didn't get to attend tonight. Miss Jamie shared a message with kids about St. Patrick's Day, and there was some St. Patrick's Day fun and games for Kids Club, and I know she talked about the Trinity, and there was a craft. And then for the teens, we shared the second episode of The Chosen. But I wanted to share a message here with you guys, and I know that some of you watch it here too as well. But for the adults that share with our Kids Club messages and anybody who didn't get to come tonight, I still wanted to come on and share a message. And I wanted to share some thoughts on St. Patrick's Day and some thoughts that I was thinking about. Now, what do you guys know about the legend of St. Patrick? So St. Patrick, in the legend of St. Patrick, is that he drove all of the snakes from Ireland. Now, that's a myth that St. Patrick did that, but the myth is rooted in the real story of a real person. In his time, St. Ireland was not a very nice place. In the time St. Patrick was alive, Ireland was not a very nice place. Matter of fact, it was full of a lot of really cruel, mean people. And some folks from Ireland kidnapped St. Patrick. And he was an English boy who was kidnapped and taken to Ireland where he was a slave. And he was treated very poorly. And after St. Patrick managed to escape his slavery in Ireland, and go back to England, God called him to be a missionary to the Irish people. Now, St. Patrick endured many years of persecution and hardship from the Irish people. And this was a hard thing for him to be called and asked to do, to go be kind to them and share about God with them. But in the end, he did do it, and he followed God's call, and his efforts were successful because St. Patrick led the Irish people to accept Christianity. Now, if you think about it, it was a snake in the Garden of Eden that first tempted Adam and Eve to sin. So maybe the St. Patrick story about St. Patrick driving the snakes from Ireland, maybe there is some connection there a little bit, if you want to put some symbolism there, because St. Patrick did help with some temptation there in Ireland and helped bring some Christianity to Ireland and helped follow what God was asking him to do and share Christianity there. But St. Patrick's story is just a reminder that the gospel is for everyone. No matter how mean or cruel or nasty they were to them, the gospel story was for everyone. And that reminds me of somebody else who was asked to share the gospel message with people that he really didn't want to share the gospel message with. People who were really not so nice and people who really were not great people and who were kind of doing things like the Irish people and not doing great things. And God asked him to share with those people and take the gospel to them. And he had a message for those people about repentance. And Jonah did not want to go share that message with the Ninevites. And God ended up having Jonah sitting in the belly of a big fish for 3 days until Jonah decided that he wanted to follow what God had asked him to do. But the good news of this message and the good news of these things is that God's message of Jesus is for all people, of every language, of every nationality, of every culture, for young and old, rich and poor, no matter what they have done, no matter what has happened, because we are all sinners in the eyes of God. And Jesus has come to die on the cross for all of us. He died for everyone, for everybody's sin. Romans 3:23 says, for all have sinned. That short 3-letter word, all, means that no one is without the need for Jesus' forgiveness of sin. You see, it takes great courage to speak up for Jesus. It takes great courage to stand up, even for people who have been cruel to you, or people who maybe you think don't deserve to hear about Jesus. But we need to do that and share God's message because God can transform an entire nation, just like he did in Nineveh, just like he did in Ireland. You know, the gospel of Jesus is life-changing. And because of Christ, an English boy who was a slave and was forced into slavery forgave his captors and shared that good news message and changed the life of those people. And because of Christ, there has been so many other times that that has happened. And I can think of another missionary family of James Elliot and 4 other men who lost their lives sharing with an uncivilized people. And because of Christ, Jim Elliot's wife and the widows of those other men went and back to those people and shared with them because they felt that those people still needed to know about the gospel of Jesus Christ, because the gospel is for everyone. And guys, I know I've said it before, and I know that some people think some of you are too young to hear it, but the gospel is for everyone, and no one in the world is unforgivable by Jesus. And this time is a time now more than ever that we need to be realizing that people need Jesus. And the time now is for Jesus, when he is knocking on your heart's door, for you to open it and accept his message and share it with others, is now. And that's why we have to do more than just sit still in our churches, and more than just sit still in our schools, and more than just sit still in our houses. We need to share the message with the world and with all of those around us. So I hope you guys had a great time having some fun tonight, and I hope that you can have fun and wear some green this week for St. Patrick's Day. But more than that, I hope that you can take the message that I've shared with you and know that you can share the message of Jesus with others. And I hope that you can learn from that and that you have the desire to share with others. And if you don't know Jesus in your heart and you want to talk to somebody, myself, Miss Jamie, Miss Carol, Miss Gretchen, Miss Amber, Miss Pastor Tim, we're all here to talk with you. Please just hit one of us up and we would love to share with you more. Have a great day, guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.